Yo, y'all, what's the damn deal, man? We're in the fucking all over the culture studios, man, just hanging out, having a good time. We turned up. I ain't gonna say what, you know what I'm saying. We turned up. We having a good time, chilling. But man, Meek Mill not having a good time. I can tell you that right now. Meek Mill is not having a good time. That fool just got sentenced to 2 to 4 years for is it a probation violation or a parole violation? And I don't really give a fuck. It's like, come on, bro. Like, honestly, on some real shit. So, okay, before I get into what I think, let's get to the facts. A Philadelphia judge has sentenced rapper Meek Mill to 2 to 4 years in state prison for violating probation in a nearly decade-old gun case. When sentencing the 30-year-old musician, 3-0. When are we going to understand we have to follow the law? Anyways, the judge, Janice Brinkley, cited a failed drug test and a failure to comply with a court order restricting his travel. Now, the judge has said that she has tried to help Meek Mill throughout his career, but he just does whatever he wants. It says that, the rapper was previously arrested at a St. Louis airport after an altercation involving two employees back in March, and was more recently busted for reckless endangerment while driving his motorcycle in New York City. Both cases were dropped after the MC fulfilled his community service requirements. But don't you get that even though they get dropped, the judge still has it in her mind that you are doing whatever you want, even though you are on probation. You cannot do whatever you want when you're on probation. Now, does he deserve that much time? Yeah, no. That's I mean, I don't want to say that's debatable, because I feel like then there's like, a reason why he should deserve that time, but I don't think he deserves that time in any reason. But it's like, come on, bro. Like, what are you doing? It's just been a bad time for Meek. The Drake, the Drake beef, DJ Academics thing he had, Nicki Minaj leaving him, beating up, have his boys beating up Quentin Miller, to now this, it's like, man, bro, is it you can't catch a break, or is it are you getting in your own way? And it seems like a lot of times you're getting in your own way. And I don't know what y'all think. Y'all think Nicki would have stayed around for another 2 to 4 years if she was still with him? Hey, Chamba, what you think? Say it out. Say it out. You think she would have stayed?
No.
Gotta say it louder.
No.
So, I mean, I don't think she would have stayed around 2 to 4 more years, and maybe he won't get the full 2 to 4 years. But it's like you can't do whatever you want. It's like you got, first of all, you got kids, bro. Come on. Now that your kids are not going to see you for 2 to 4 years just because you can't comply. You can't comply. Like, seriously, you can't comply. You can't not smoke weed or do whatever drugs you're doing for that long. Like, seriously? Like, I'm sorry, y'all. Like, okay, I'm going to catch a lot of heat from Dream Chasers or whatever the fuck they're called. Whatever, I like Meek Mill's music. I do like Meek music. Lord Knows is one of my favorite songs. But, bro, you cannot do whatever the fuck you want and just expect to get away with everything that you want to do. Like, you got to stop getting in your own way. And you got to stop being so mentally weak. Like, that's what, like, the Chasers might get mad at me, but if you can't give up, and, Chasers have been known to go after people that talk bad about Meek Mill. Sorry. You got a problem with me for saying that? That's fine, cool, whatever. But that's the truth. If you can't just follow the rules for a little bit, then what does that mean? And you got kids? I mean, man, I wish the best for Meek in this situation. I hope he can get out of it, but I just can't feel sympathy for a man who's doing this, and there's reasons and there's documented violations. Does he deserve that much time? No, I don't think he deserves that much time at all. Definitely not. But you can't keep getting in your own way and then get mad when the judge makes an example out of you. You know where we are. You know what this country is. You know what we've become in the last, 10 years, and we've become even worse in this racial thing. You know they're going to throw the book at you when maybe they don't even have a reason to throw the book at you. Why do you even give them a chance? I'm disappointed in Meek. He's one of my favorite rappers. Um, you started the thing with Drake, and you know that didn't work out so well. The Nicki thing, we don't know what happens in that, so you leave that alone. But and then now this, it's like, dude, you need to start. We need to start seeing some good Meek Mill publicity. So I hope this is not something that is going to derail his career. I hope it is something that he can get through and get over. And we'll keep y'all tuned into what happens next. Y'all stay tuned. It's the website, we're actually redoing it, so I'm not gonna say what the website's gonna be yet. But you can check us out on Instagram at All for the Culture Show. I have another personal Instagram because I'm like a motivational speaker and stuff like that, and I do talks at schools. You can check that out at Hip Hop Handicap, and then on Twitter it's at Hip Hop Handicap. Thank you, and thank you for watching and support. All the interviews, everything. Interviews are coming back, man. So be prepared.